Wow, this thing is really bad. Hi everyone, so I'm in front of my Porsche Cayenne with the 4.5 liter V8, and I need to replace the water pump over here because it failed. And as I was taking off the belt, I realized that the tensioner, when I was compressing it to take the belt off, had no spring to it, meaning that it's not really holding the belt in place correctly. So I need to replace it. So I have a replacement here that I'm going to put in place. All that you really need to do is remove the bottom bolt here, and it's a Torx T50. So I'll loosen that up and pull this out and then install a new one. In order to get this, I had to remove the air intake from the two filters here and here. There are these special pins that drop in that you just pull out. And removing it from the throttle, it's the same sort of situation. There are two pins that hold it in place along the sides. So once you remove that out of the way, you can gain access to it. So I'm going to get the tools that I need and remove the old one. So I broke the tension on it. It's not very tight. I think the torque spec on this is 44 pound-feet. So when I reinstall it, I'll have to set it back to that torque spec. So I'm just going to loosen this bolt until I can take it off by hand and then pull off the whole assembly. Okay, it's almost out. Took the rest of it out by hand. Now this is an aluminum sort of bolt. I'm going to reuse it, but you could replace it. But given that the torque spec is only about 44 pound-feet, I'm not significantly stretching the threads, so it's not a distorted bolt, so I am going to be reusing it. I know there'll be people out there that will argue the fact, but I kind of make a judgment call on how far or how tight it's being torqued, whether a bolt needs to be replaced or not. And this one here, I'm going to reuse. Okay, the next step for me now is actually to remove the tensioner assembly away from the engine block. Actually apologize, there isn't just one bolt at the bottom holding it in place. There's one here at the top. It's the same Torx T50, so I'm going to have to loosen that one to finally remove the whole assembly from the side of the engine block. So I'm going to do that now and get it out of place. So I'm slowly loosening it. What's making it a challenge is this coolant hose right on top, which is obstructing my ability to do large turns with my wrench. So I just have to inch it out the best I can until it actually comes out. So I'll begin filming again once I have this bolt out. So here's the old one. I just pulled it out. You can obviously see that it's had better days, needs to be replaced. So the next thing for me to do is to install the new one and put the two bolts in. I'll probably start with this one first and then line up that one and just do them both hand tight and then torque them down. To mention, but I want to mention it now, is with critical bolts like this and this, I like to apply a little bit of Loctite before I insert them and torque them down. It's just that added insurance that the bolt will stay in place and not vibrate out and start loosen, because I do not want this vibrating when the belt is rotating around it. So just a little tip. I mean, there are people out there that will probably argue against the fact that the torque spec is enough, but I like to add this little extra insurance. I applied the Loctite to both threads and inserted them in hand tight. You can see that they're very loose, but it is in position. So what I need to do now is hand tighten them down as far as I can go, and then I'll torque them both to 44 pound-feet. I am torquing it. So the tensioner's been installed, the two bolts have been torqued, and I have my crescent wrench here in position just to demonstrate how a properly operating spring mechanism on these tensioners should be working. So when I pull it down clockwise, you can see, I hope you can see how it compresses and goes back, compresses and goes back. So that's the way a proper one should be functioning. The old one was not doing that. So when I finish installing the new water pump, which will be another video, I'll put the belt back into position on all the pulleys, and I'll be using this tensioner as the last spot here to slip the belt on. Thanks for watching this comprehensive DIY tutorial on replacing the serpentine belt tensioner on a Porsche Cayenne with a 4.5 liter V8. Belt tensioners should be replaced when the belt is replaced or when signs of failure begin, such as belt slippage or squealing. Please subscribe to our channel, Drive Chris Capredoni, and watch our other informative videos as your source for vehicle reviews, analysis, maintenance, and restorations.